A defensive concept that you gotta keep in mind when defending is using the pace of the opponents. I mean, when you are at the back of the court and the opponents are at the net, many times they will try to speed up the game. And what you need to remember when you are back is that you are defending. Like it or not, you are in a defensive position. So many times the ball is going to come really fast, and what we need to remember is that you need to absorb those shots and use the pace that the ball already has. Meaning that, let's say that if we give ourselves a range from 1 to 10, 10 being the fastest ball, 1 being the slowest, if the opponent puts a 7, that means that my shot cannot be more than 3, yeah, to make it 10. So basically, defending with this concept of absorbing the speed of the opponents will give you an opportunity to neutralize them. Also, you will miss less, and you will feel less stress because at the end of the day, once the ball has been attacked, your job is not to keep attacking or try to counterattack, but instead just to neutralize what you are receiving. So this is why when the ball comes fast, yeah, you are just gonna use the speed that the ball has, yeah? So instead of attacking, my focus is on having my hands close to the ball, yeah, and just using that pace to defend, yeah? Then, for example, there are variations where if the ball is still fast but deeper, then I can welcome the ball into the glass and follow it. Now, one of the biggest mistakes when following that ball is that if I let it pass, and the ball probably because of the speed is gonna take me forward, and I don't follow the ball enough, I'm gonna feel that I'm stretching, yeah? So to avoid that, I need to make sure that I'm moving enough, or even sometimes moving while hitting, and then once I solve that problem, I will worry about moving back. Now remember, to absorb the speed of a ball that hits the glass, you need to make sure that you follow it enough. So for example, a common mistake is that when I receive that fast ball and I just stretch, well, I'm not really absorbing it. I'm just reaching for it. When, if I understand that I gotta keep moving with the ball, sometimes even the feeling is that I'm moving while hitting, I will be able to control it, to absorb it. Then I will push off with my good footwork to get back in the defensive position. So I follow, I tap, and I recover, yeah? I follow, I tap, and I recover, yeah? I follow, I tap, and I recover. Okay, so to conclude on this subject of playing with the opponent's pace, remember that you might not have time to get sideways as we hope for, but you still need a small rotation, racket in front, and using that pace. Also, be careful with the stepping forward, because stepping forward doesn't help you to make time, and it doesn't look like you are defending. So in order to defend, you have to either step back, or if you didn't have time for that step, just make sure that you are in the same line that you were, turn your shoulders, hands in front, and use the pace of that ball. So for forehand, yeah, you want to be here, just use the pace that the ball already has, yeah. Once again, here, for backhand, yeah. I just try to use that pace, yeah. Once again, boom, and again, I use that pace, just to slow down the game, yeah. Boom. So remember, the main thing when defending is to make time, and if they are trying to speed up the game, absorb that speed or high-speed shots by neutralizing and playing with the speed that the ball already has.